Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and if you have been watching my videos for the last few days, you know my voice has been a little bit scratchy. It definitely sounds better. I'm not 100% yet. I'm sure by the end of this round of unboxing filming it will be scratchy again, but I wanted to make sure that I keep giving you your daily videos through the end of May and then probably into the first week of June. So that's kind of crazy that we're already at June, but today I have a little mashup for you, which means I'm going to try to get through 3 different boxes: Anchor of Hope, Allure Beauty Box, and of course a little PR that was sent to me by Merit Beauty, one of my favorite beauty brands. So I'll leave timestamps for you in the description box below, but if you have the opportunity to watch the video in its entirety, I would truly appreciate it. So let's get started with Anchor of Hope box. You know this is a wonderful box that supports great causes. You get 3 lovely items for $36 per month plus $6 in shipping. I do have a code for you. It's Noel10. That'll save you 10% not only on the subscription box but also on their shop, and they have some beautiful items from artisans around the world. Let's go ahead and get into this one. So again, just 3 items, so you can kind of do the math in your head. Occasionally we get like a little bonus item in there. So inside they do have a card that tells us who we are and what we do. I won't read that today since it is back in a mashup. And then they've kind of changed the formatting of their product cards, so now we don't have the individual sections so that you can cut it apart. I mean, I guess you still could if you wanted to re-gift some of the items, but they do kind of tell us the stories behind the items that are inside of the box, as well as the communities that they are supporting and helping. So namely, it's survivors of refugees and survivors of human trafficking, or those who might be vulnerable to those kinds of things. So I love that idea. I think it is great to have a give back element to any subscription box when possible. All right, so I'm going to post that up beside me. The first item is some fun jewelry. This is from a company called Solo Hope. Oh, they even have like a little intro paragraph this time around, so let me go ahead and read that for you. Summer is basically here. This season, let's fight injustice as we fight mosquitoes, and let's share hope as we share fresh veggies from our gardens, together as we recognize our shared humanity and make intentional choices to live a life of impact. We are changing the world. You guys, it looks like there's actually 4 items in this, but I don't think they've changed the format of the box in terms of there always being 3 items. I think we've just been kind of lucky the last couple of months. It says, whether you're receiving your first box or you're a longtime subscriber, thank you for believing in the impact of fair trade and supporting the work of Anchor of Hope box. So you guys are like, show us the earrings. I'm like, I know. I just wanted to make sure you were paying attention. Look how pretty those are. They definitely have that handmade feeling to them. It says, the fun summer earrings are crafted by artisan women in a remote area of Honduras from natural pine straw and thread. The process is intricate and takes a lot of patience. During the process of creating these earrings, fair wages are earned, community is built, and opportunity for their families is created. Love that. So those are really fun, bright and summery, kind of bigger, but also very lightweight because they are straw and thread. So we love that. Let's see what else we've got. It looks like we've got, ooh, I thought this was a Matchbox, but it is with the Anchor of Hope label on it. I think it's some lip balms. So let me go ahead and open this up. Oh goodness, I need to get into my drawer here, but I have a bunch of boxes next to me, so I can't. So we have a duo of lip balms. Oh, fun. So one is sweet orange and the other is grapefruit and tinted. Love a tinted lip balm, you guys. It's nice to have a little pigment on your lips. They really go with my nails right now. Says, the 2-pack of natural lip balms are crafted by refugee and immigrant women who now call the U.S. home. That's the Anchor of Hope box artisans. They work with them to teach them skills, teach them crafts that then go into the box. I love that. 2 brand new summer flavors, sweet orange and tinted grapefruit. Your purchase helps provide skills training, English practice, and community. You guys, while we're at it, speaking of community, let's have a secret password. So when you come across a secret password in one of my videos, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form that's linked for you in the description box below. Please don't put the secret passwords into the comments because then I have to delete your comment and it's just no fun for anyone. You have to have a US or Canadian mailing address. You do have to be subscribed to my channel. And of course, just to remind you, it is not affiliated with YouTube or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. Essentially, each secret password is an entry. There's usually anywhere from 10 to 12 of them throughout the month. They're not in every single video. I use those as entries, and then a few months into the few months, a few days into the following month, I'll use a random number picker to select some winners to receive mystery boxes as my way of saying thank you. So today, in the citrus vibe, let's have grapefruit be our secret password for today. You have to be 18 years or older too, if I missed that. So there were some lovely, lovely ones. Let me see if I can smell. Oh, I don't want to tear the seal just in case I do regift this, but I have a feeling this tinted grapefruit one is going to be really, really nice. Just a little flush of color for your lips. That's a really cool item, and I love that they made it here in the US, but again, still with those artisans from around the world. Ooh, we got some coffee. Love that. Love when we get things that are consumable so they're not just taking up space in your home, although everything here is pretty small. This is from Good Sam. It's a Columbia medium roast single origin organic coffee. We love that. So again, fair trade, organic, fair trade, and single origin. This coffee has it all. This bag of Good Sam coffee is sourced from the Arhuaco indigenous tribe in Colombia, providing fair work in a remote region and investing in regenerative farming practices. Love that. Now, normally that would be it, but it looks like we've got an extra item in this box. So it is one of my favorite things and also perfect for summer. It's the Good Light mission-driven candle, and it is citronella. You know, they talked about getting rid of those mosquitoes or fighting them off. The mini citronella candle is a perfect addition to your back porch dinners to ward off the mosquitoes. The candle is free of synthetic fragrance and supports sustainable and fair trade palm oil farming and donates to reforestation and wildlife projects. I love the idea of sustainable and mindful palm oil, because, you know, that's one of those like things that's really not great for the environment that is happening, and palm oil is in like everything. So if we can find a way to do it better, I love that idea. Wow, I can smell the citronella. That's so awesome. Forgive all the sounds outside. There's like construction going on, you guys. I've had to reschedule all kinds of things because I've had like every appliance in my house has been needing repair or replacement. So it's just kind of a crazy, chaotic time right now. So let's move on to the Allure Beauty Box. Now, by the way, Anchor of Hope Box was sent to me for review. Allure Beauty Box was not. I am an annual subscriber there, but this box is now $29.99 per month. So they have gone up, but you always get a value of like at least $100, and you always get 6 products at least, and you always get at least 3 full-size products. They've also been really great about including some customization in their boxes lately. So I'd say every other month there is a customization. It's usually like the color of a cosmetic item, which I think is great because obviously not every color works on every complexion. So having that bit of customization is so fantastic. So I do have a link for you where you can save $10 on your first box. Don't worry. Again, all of that will be there for you in the description box below. The best deal, honestly, is the multi-month subscriptions or the annual. There's lots of sign-up bonuses if you do the annual subscription, but I do think that you get your value in this box for sure. I know that there's been some talk lately about subscription boxes like going by the wayside, but you just have to find the ones that work for you and that make sense. You don't want to be getting a subscription box where you're not actually using the products. But when I'm getting like a lot of full-size products, I get to customize a little bit. And then yes, I am getting some sample size or deluxe sample size items that open my eyes to new products that I might want to add to my regimen. Then I think that's a win, especially for $30 a month. I still think that is a reasonable amount. So they still give us a nice product booklet, which I do love. I appreciate that, so that we don't have to do the QR code thing. I know that's not necessarily like the most eco-friendly thing, but it looks like it's on very recyclable paper, or at least they used recycled paper. So let's open it up and read from Elizabeth Siegel, our editor. It says, celebrity beauty lines may come and go, but Rihanna and Lady Gaga, because they're both featured in this box, have staying power for very good reason. Their blush and lip gloss, respectively, both in your May box, are some of the best out there, even without the bold names behind them. You're getting this brilliant springtime makeup routine, plus a sugar scrub for prepping lips that smells good enough to eat, but please don't. An elegant sleeping mask for brighter mornings, concentrated skincare ampules for complexion resets, and hydrating and volumizing hair care for excellent hair days ahead. So pop your new lip color into your bag. You're going to want it handy. Dust on a little blush and enjoy. So that was a nod to our customizable item for the month of May, which was from Fenty Beauty. That's Rihanna's product, in case you didn't know, in case you've been under a rock. I mean, it took me honestly like years before I realized that it was it was Rihanna's. So here it is. There were 4 options to choose from. It's very easy to customize, but I will tell you that you want to do it immediately as soon as you get the email that says that customization is open. They usually kind of give you a little bit of a heads up and say, oh, like in this month's box, you're going to be able to customize, but it does come pretty early. And I know some people have had trouble in terms of getting their first option because it took them a little while. So I think that I went with the Sundress Season color. Now these colors look like super duper intense in the booklet, but here it's a little bit more mellow. Unfortunately, my cake did come cracked despite the good packaging, but I think that I might be able to press that back together. But that's kind of that like rosier blush color that I think will work the best for me. So it says, why you'll love it. It's their suede powder blush, by the way, and they had 4 shades. It says, hello glowing skin. A quick swirl of this foolproof blush brightens up complexions to make skin look refreshed and younger. It's a 2-second way to seem more awake and more polished without looking like you're obviously wearing blush. All we can say is thank you, Rihanna. So this is a full-size product. It is $28 is the value. I'm just a little bit disappointed that mine came broken. I might be able to reach out to Allure Beauty. I'm not sure if they would send me a replacement, but it's worth a try. Often I won't do that if something's broken when an item or a box is sent to me for review, but in this case, since I am paying for it and since it is a color that I customized because I want to use it, I might. All right, so they did mention also we have something from Lady Gaga, and her company is House Labs. So this seemed like a really usable, universally color. So let me see if I can get into this. It's the PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze in Guava. Why you'll love it. There are goopy and 2 glossy lip glosses, and this is not one of them. And then there's the perfection that is Lady Gaga's take on the classic. It feels cushy and hydrating, imparts sheer mauve color that's great for a natural vibe, and has a radiant finish for juicy, healthy looking lips. The value on this is $26, but I do think this is a gorgeous color. I don't use gloss a lot. I usually use like a cream lipstick, but I do think that color is pretty nice. Let me see if I can actually put just a dab on my skin, and then maybe you guys can see it. Now it will look a little bit different, of course, on my face than it looks on my hand, but it doesn't seem too goopy, and I do think it's a nice color. So that's a good one for me. I mean, already I feel like I've gotten the value of my box just in those 2 cosmetic products. I don't usually use blush, so I'm not super duper sad about the broken blush. However, again, I paid for it, so I kind of want it to work, and it is a brand that I haven't had the opportunity to use a lot. All right, let's see. Here's a brand that I am familiar with that I was very excited is in this box. This is from Elemis. I was introduced to them, honestly, on a cruise ship first because the spa on the cruise ship only used Elemis products, and I really liked the mask that I got to use. So this is their Peptide for Plumping Pillow Facial. Why you'll love it. If you've been hesitant to try a sleeping mask, maybe you don't want gunk on your pillow, you'll be happy to know that this gel wears comfortably and all night long and stays on your skin. It feels soothing going on and leaves skin feeling softer and looking refreshed by morning. Not a bad way to wake up. And the value on this is $75 for 50 milliliters. This is 15 milliliters. So you do the math, divide that by, you know, by 3 essentially. So it's about $25 worth of product. And it does seem like it's enough to use it for a couple of nights and see if you notice a difference in the morning. All right, then we have from Wow. This is the hair product that they were mentioning in that letter. This is the Color Wow Raise the Root Thicken and Lift Spray. Now I have very stick, straight, and thin hair, so I don't necessarily want volumizing, but let's read about what it is. It says, you could spend the morning perfecting a round brush blowout, or you could mist this onto your roots for a quick yet impressive shot of volume. Bonus, you can use it on dry or damp hair, so it's great for saving time on wash days or for refreshing your style. The value on this one, it's $24 for 150 milliliters. They're giving us 50 milliliters in the box, so $8 worth. So these are like pretty good size samples, even though they're not full size products. So we've had the 2 makeup items that were 2 full size products, and then we've had our Elemis and this Color Wow, which have been kind of deluxe sample sizes in my mind. All right, and then we have from Aesology. Oh, this is a lip scrub. I really like that they're giving us a variety of products, right? A little bit in cosmetics, makeup, a little bit in skincare, hair care, and now this is a lip scrub. So very pretty. It says, why you'll love it. The sugar granules are gritty enough to slough off dead skin and in turn make your lips silky soft, but not so harsh that you're feeling left raw. It says it gently buffs chapped lips to help create a smooth, even canvas for your lipstick. I need that. It says it smells amazing, sweet, like passion fruit while it's at it. Love. So it is $29 for 0.5 ounces, so that is super small, but we did technically get a full-size product because, I mean, you don't need that much for a lip scrub, right? But I'm excited about it being in this nice little tube. I have noticed that my lips get really chapped, and it just is gross when you then put your lip color on top of it. So hooray, this is a little prep thing for before we put on that House Lab lip gloss. And it's small enough that I can take with me, and it's not like a little pot, which I usually am not a fan of the pots of things. I like it when it comes in a tube for application. Just feels a little bit cleaner to me, and also, like I said, easier to travel with. And then it looks like we've got a couple more items. Wow, so we've already had our 3 full-size items, and then it looks like we've got 2 more samples. So we actually had a total of 7 items in here, but some of them are a little bit smaller. This looks like, is this it looks like a perfume sample, but I don't think it is. It says the Babor Collagen Firming Ampule, or a Perfect Glow Ampule, or a Hydra Plus Ampule. It says the science nerdiness loves the ampule's look and ingredient breakdown. You're getting 1 of 3, and each treats skin to thoughtful ingredients like skin brightening, lactic acid, smoothing peptides, or moisturizing sunflower seed oil. Let's see what I got. I got the Hydra Plus, and then it tells me how to use it. Interesting. So it's like this little, like, you know, it's not like a spray bottle so much as you, I think, like, I don't know how you apply it. It's got like serious directions though for piercing that ampule and using it. So at least it's got directions. Okay, probably like just 1 or 2 uses. So it's for dry, dehydrated skin. It's a multi-dimensional hydration and plumping. I don't have the driest skin. Actually, I kind of have oily skin, but it still sounds like something kind of fun to try. Let's see. The retail price is $50, $45, or $35, depending on what you got. It doesn't actually tell us. I'm guessing that the $35 is for the Hydra Plus ampule that I got, but that seems a little unfair that some people got the $50 one and some people got the $35 one, but that's for 14 milliliters, so you have to divide by 7 because our little sample is just 2 milliliters, so divide by 7, well, that made it easy, so this is like $5 worth. That's kind of crazy that that's $5 worth, isn't it? And then finally, our last sample, we have a nice shampoo and conditioner. Again, fantastic for travel. Absolutely love that. This is the Eva NYC H2O Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner. Why you'll love it. The enemy of frizz and flyaways is hydration, and this duo does a great job of infusing moisture via hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid into strands for hair that's smoother and shinier. It is $28 for 600 milliliters. We got 20 milliliters included in the box, so that is like a huge difference. That's like 6 times 5, like 30, so we'd have to divide by 30, so we got like less than $1 worth. But again, great for travel. And then if I did notice while I was traveling like that it really worked and made my hair feel nice and silky smooth, maybe I try a bigger size. Finally, you guys, I have from Merit Beauty, which is fantastic if you're not familiar with them. Very clean beauty products, very like simple beauty products. I love it. It's like the antidote to the world of beauty because it is so simple. By the way, I do have an affiliate link for you, and you do still get that adorable little cosmetic bag if you spend over $40 on your first purchase, but I will leave the link for you. So this is a new product. It's called the Uniform. I know, you're like, what is this? They come out with really cool products, and I love that they're kind enough to send it to me. So let me read about it to you from the back. Beautiful, simple packaging as well. I think that this is a sunscreen, honestly. It's a tinted SPF mineral sunscreen. We love mineral sunscreen as the active ingredient because it is better for the planet and the ocean in particular. Beautiful packaging, right? So they do have different colors. I forget exactly how many shades. It is $38 on the website. It's buildable, light as air formula, sheer natural finish, 100% mineral zinc oxide active, non-comedogenic, safe for sensitive skin, oil-free and silicone-free, and zero white cast, which is really important when you're using a mineral sunscreen because they do tend to be a lot thicker and very effective for that reason. It says, developed over 3 years. We took our time perfecting every last detail, so it's not just another sunscreen, but one you'll actually want to wear every day. Because like the perfect white button-down shirt, it's the details that make it the uniform. The thing that you put on every single day, and I love that they're making it easy, so you get a little bit of that foundation effect, but you're also getting your all-important sunscreen, and they're not messing around. It's not like 15 or 25, it is 45 SPF. So it says it comes in 15 sheer shades to complement your shade of the minimalist. So this is how it comes off. It looks like it screws off, but it actually just pops off. Your shade of the minimalist, if your shade is not quite right, please let us know and we'll be happy to help you find your perfect match. So I think they'll help you in terms of like cooler, warmer, but like I do really well finding shades on their website for their foundation, so with the minimalist. So that is what it looks like going on. You do want to see it to be a little bit lighter than your skin. Oh my gosh, you guys, that blended in really well. Now remember, my skin on my hands is going to be a lot darker than it is on my face, but that blended in so nicely. You don't see a big oily patch, you don't see a bunch of white cast, and it looks really smooth like some foundation. So I'll even do it one more time. I'm not gonna put it on my face right now because I already have some of the minimalist on there. So that's what it looked like. You can see, you don't need a ton of it. And then let me smooth that in, right? So that is awesome. I'm so excited to have something that I can take on my travels because sun protection is so important. Thank you again to Merit Beauty for sending that to me. And that brings us to the conclusion of today's mashup. You guys, let me know what you thought about all of the boxes and products in the comments below. Thank you again for being so patient with me getting these videos up and my still scratchy voice. I truly appreciate your support, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.